How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Yes,
We're so back.
we are so back. Season 2, episode 1 today.
Opening day.
Opening day. I'm so excited. I woke up this morning, which is like the biggest smile on my face because I just love opening day so much.
That's the best. You walk around, you see everybody in their jerseys. You're like, that guy's a Pirates fan? Are you kidding me?
Poor Quinn Cantelli, man.
Poor guy. Fantasy team, too.
Yep. But yeah, no, it's. I saw you in your Ian Happ jersey today. So you're in my fantasy league as well.
Yes.
So
Didn't get Ian Happ. He got snaked from me.
No. But you got Nico Horner.
Did get Nico Horner. Big for the program.
We won't reveal Andrew's team name because it's, this podcast is rated PG-13.
My team name is just about Nico Horner and Mookie Betts. So
Yep.
it's a good name.
Which we'll talk about him later.
We will.
It's good to be back finally in a podcast studio.
A real one.
Yeah, first couple of...
Not on Zoom?
No, yeah, first
Which
couple
means
of
no
episodes.
video. The people don't really get to see our faces, which they might be ecstatic about.
Luckily for them, they don't have to see our faces today.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff planned, not only for today, but for the, beginning of the season here and the next couple of weeks. So I think you guys will like it. We're going to start with Immaculate Grid. I don't know if you guys are new listeners or you haven't heard about Immaculate Grid. It essentially gives you 9 squares and 3 genres, areas, teams, whatever the case may be.
3 Johns.
Up and down. And so you have to match square to square. So, for example, Miami Marlins, Chicago Cubs. What do you think? What are we thinking here? You're a Cubs fan, so you know guys who have played for the Marlins as well.
Cubs Marlins. If we're going Cubs Marlins, we can roll a little John Birdie action.
Nice.
Lesser known.
Play.
Or Matt Mervis. Matt Mervis might even be lower. We got rid of him in that little Vidal Brujan, but he hasn't played for the Cubs yet, so that wouldn't.
Matt Mervis 1%.
1%. We love to see 1%.
Yeah, I don't love it. All right, we have Cubs Braves. That's going to be Jorge Soler off the.
I'd go Soler there too. That's a nice little pull.
He started on the Cubs, right? Or did he start on the Reds?
I think he started on the Reds.
No, I think he was the Cubs.
Really? He might have. I feel like we got him.
I also
from
don't feel
somewhere.
like he played for the Reds. I think he made his debut.
We might have just spawned that idea out of somewhere.
Well, because I think he made his MLB debut against the Reds, and then maybe that's where because he homered against them.
Okay, we were thinking of the Royals, but he started with the Cubs.
I knew he played for the Royals.
He did start with the Cubs.
I wasn't thinking about the Royals.
I was thinking about the Royals.
Okay. Don't put words in my mouth, Andrew Hill.
And then we got shortstop.
Yeah,
We could go with the little second baseman action, Ben Zobrist, perchance.
Ben Zobrist, that's a good one.
Like that. He bounced back and forth with Addison Russell there for a while.
You can go Addison Russell probably
lot
lower than
really
Ben Zobrist. Yeah,
Ben Zobrist played more second base though.
Okay.
But you could go either way.
I'm gonna go with Addison Russell.
Okay, that's fine.
8%. Yeah, I wonder what. Maybe you want to type that in and see what it would have been.
Ben Zobrist. Ben Zobrist would have been 1% for those wondering.
Oh man, that's okay.
It's good for the people though, you know.
Addison Russell, man, just a shame that he decided to
do some things.
do
Something
some
about
things.
shortstops. Him and Wander Franco, man. Same
geez.
cloth.
Okay, that's
basically.
Yeah. Not a great. Okay, Texas Rangers, Miami Marlins. Did Gallo go to? I don't think so. No, I'm gonna go with no. Just.
I think we would have a better memory of it.
Dan Ugla? No, I don't think so. Well,
Well.
well. Matt Moore, maybe. I can see him playing for both. I'm just thinking of the guys that they've traded to.
I think there's some pitchers that I'm struggling to name. Also, the new Marlins logo is kind of tripping me up because I have like people associated with the old logo, and then I have to like sift through like different eras of the Marlins.
Yeah, and
In
there's
my
not that many
brain.
eras of the Marlins that I know.
Also true. We can go to yield shortstop position though, if that's a safer zone.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't hear a thing you just said. Oh, I did, but I just wasn't listening.
Let's go shortstop. Come back to the Marlins.
Okay, shortstop, Rangers. You got Elvis Andrews, of course.
Good pull. A little Seager, naturally.
Yeah, let's go Elvis Andrews here. Let's not complicate this.
Yeah.
21%. Not bad. All right, played shortstop 100 RBI season. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of guys we can go with here.
Yes. If we want to get sneaky with it, or we just want to... there's a lot of guys in this category. If we pick a smaller known name, I think we'll be chilling. We don't.
I mean, Corey Seager being one of them.
We don't need to get too sneaky with it. True.
Xander Bogaerts.
Zandy the man.
But did Zandy ever get 100? I assume so.
That's a good point. Trevor Story, perhaps.
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts for sure.
Although
did Story get 100? Do we know?
But I wonder if he got 100. Oh, he played shortstop minimum one game, so Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
Story? No, I don't think so. I think we go Mookie here. Mookie's probably a good bet.
I like Trevor Story. He was really good for a few years.
Let's do it.
Fallen off the face of the earth recently, but once upon a time was like the GOAT.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, there it is. 0.08.
0.08.
Or sorry, 0.8.
Oh, 0.8.
0.08 is the legal blood alcohol content while you're driving.
Sure, that was just on his mind for some reason.
We have Texas, Atlanta.
Somebody, I think somebody recently was traded between these two teams.
Will Smith.
Oh, Flex State, yes.
See,
make sure you pick the right one.
Yeah, Will Smith, 2012 to 2024. I think that's the guy. Yep, there it is.
Okay, boom. That's the problem with, because they're like both active, so you just really got to know when they started. What was the percentage on that guy?
4.
Good. We like that. We're gonna have low numbers.
All right, Marlins 100 RBIs. Miguel Cabrera. I just don't know if he did it with the Marlins. Mike Lowell, Dan Ugla. Dan never hit. No, probably not.
Do you think
Hanley for
That's
sure.
That's what I was thinking of. Hanley Ramirez.
4%. There we go. So we're riding pretty good here.
That guy was good at baseball.
Yeah. He is also a Red Sox, former Red Sox.
Once upon a time.
100 RBI season, Atlanta Braves. We can get kind of freaky with this one if we wanted to. I mean, Chipper Jones, obviously. Ronald Acuna Jr., Matt Olson. feel like not a lot of people would maybe go Matt Olson.
It's possible.
Markakis never got there.
If we go like a few years back, but not too many. I don't think this guy would have done it.
Josh Donaldson, maybe.
I don't know if
I don't know if
I don't think he
JD.
would've
Yeah,
done
I don't
it.
know if he
I think
did
it has to
but-
be like on the Braves too, and I don't know if he would have got on the Braves.
I know he was on the Braves at one point.
Yeah. But like, I don't think he did it while on the Braves.
Ozzy Albies maybe had a good year a couple years ago. I don't know if he got to 100 there. I think we go Matt Olson just to speed this up.
Just to speed it up, we got good numbers everywhere else. I think that's a good call.
5%.
5%. People weren't.
I
thinking
told
of
you.
him.
I told you. I was like,
hit 40 big ones a couple of years ago, and people just don't talk about it.
140 something RBIs too. He was MVP finalist.
Yeah. So what are we missing? Just Marlins,
Marlins,
Rangers.
Texas.
All right. There's always one.
Okay, dude. Say it, bro.
Say it. No, I don't got one. There's just always
okay.
one.
There's got to be one.
There's got to be at least one. Thinking.
Oh, Jared Saltalamacchia.
Did he?
It'd be a risk.
Did he?
If we search it up and it ends up, I don't know.
That's a crazy pull. I like it.
It's so crazy.
It's so crazy that it's going to be a really low percentage.
All right,
Send.
let's do it.
For the win.
Here we go.
Yeah, you just got to figure out how to spell it.
Bang! Let's go.
What was our overall score?
Well, so actually 3% got Saltalamacchia, which is interesting. What was my rotor score? 49.
49.
That's pretty good. That might be an all-time for us.
That's a good day
here.
in the office for us.
Great job.
Could have been 42. But
Well, so that only took 12 minutes, which is also probably an all-time record for us. So we're just
it's a good day.
cooking with gas,
Opening
as they
day.
say.
We love it.
Start of a new season. You want to talk about Tokyo a little bit?
Tokyo, my goodness.
I think Logan Paul likes Tokyo. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
so-
yeah.
So Tokyo, little 2-game stretch for the Cubbies and the Dodgers. Preseason, overseas. It was really cool for baseball. I don't know if you saw this, but actually, the 2 or 3 days prior, both the Cubs and the Dodgers played the Hanshin Tigers over the Japanese team.
Yeah, it was four games.
Both of us lost to them.
Oh,
So
jeez.
that was fun. Actually, we both got shut out by them. So shout out Japan. They're doing some things right.
Yeah, no, they packed the house at the Tokyo Dome. Obviously, honestly, one of the coolest ballparks ever.
Yeah, I like the little. You don't see like the grass infields very often anymore, with just like the square like dirt corners.
I remember. Do you remember the movie Senior Baseball or something like that? It was
Senior
with,
baseball. No, I don't actually.
Oh, the guy, Tom Selleck, I think, played.
Okay.
He was like a Yankee, and then they like sent him to Japan, and he had to learn how to like play baseball in Japan. It's a good movie. I recommend it. Let me just double check that that's the name of it. You can keep talking.
Yeah, but the Dodgers took 2. It was good for baseball. Unfortunate for the Cubs. I think the biggest issue as a Cubs fan that I have with it is that they were both home games for us, but they didn't feel anything like home games. Like at least like if you can't go like neutral site, that's cool. But like split them at least, because now we only get 80 home games and 82 road games, and we have 2 home losses that weren't at home. So tough for the Wrigley people.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's hard not to be frustrated, but at the same time, it's only 2 games.
Yeah,
It's like
2 games isn't a lot, but like it feels like you could have split them, like 1 home game for us, 1 home game for them. Because if anything, I would say the Dodgers have the home feel there, just because they've been scouting overseas in Japan for so long. They kind of have that relationship. Plus the Ohtani.
Okay,
Ohtani guy.
so it was Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Baseball, not Senor Baseball.
Yep.
Because Japan and not Mexico.
Totally. Cool. Yeah, so I recommend watching it. It's a funny movie. It's a good one. Tom Selleck is in it. If any of you old heads are listening. He was also an actor on Friends. But, yeah.
Nice. Mr. Baseball. Mr. Baseball Mookie Betts.
Ah, yes.
You got some info on him. He got a little sick over there.
Yeah, he got a little bit sick. He had stomach problems, let's just say that, and lost 23 pounds. He's now down to 157.
Light.
Yeah, that is...
Light. It'll be easy for him to bat his weight, though.
That is junior high. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think he had any problems with that, regardless, but...
Also true.
That's like his junior high weight, and that's just a scary low weight for an MLB player, so...
Yeah.
Just hoping and praying that he gets that back, and... it's gonna be a difficult journey and a difficult build up. The other guy that had, GI was Will Abreu, who just finished off a 3-for-3, 2 home run performance opening day against the Texas Rangers.
Shout out.
For him to do that after he went 1-for-20 to start the spring, and then came back opening day. Lions 2 homers, including a game-winning one.
Big.
Yeah, so who knows? It might not affect him. He might be, continue to, be Mookie Betts. And
just an excuse for him to eat more.
Yeah, there it is. I would love that. Have some ice cream. Have a burger or 2, Mook.
Have 8.
Yeah, go to In-N-Out. Just go to town, right? But yeah, no, I don't think, he'll just go down. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because he's Mookie Betts.
He's Mookie Betts.
He's Superman. He does
household
everything.
name. Very good baseball player. He'll be all right.
So I think let's just go through every team and the over-unders and see if we can...
The preseason lines and how we feel about them and give our predictions. We're going to do alphabetical order. Let's go alphabetical order. Starting with Arizona, the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks.
Their line is 86.5 wins.
Now, they did go to the World Series 2 years ago.
They did. They also won 89 games last year. So the books here are expecting them to get a little bit worse. How do you feel about that?
I disagree with that, but we're going to go over.
I agree over. This is a good team. I think Corbin
Burns
is coming back. That's a good ad for them for sure.
Yeah, when he was in Baltimore, his whole entire family was in Arizona. So I assume what happened is they would just...
He's homesick.
Yeah.
And now he's with his family, and he's going to be lights out. And that's good for them, so they're going to win.
Chase Field also
games.
Gorgeous stadium.
I was actually looking up the price of that pool
I remember
the
that.
other day.
Yep. We were watching March Madness, and we were like, man, how much would it cost to just rent out the pool?
It's like $5,000 minimum, I think.
So what now? That's crazy.
But it's for 35 people. So if you get 35 people,
that's still a lot.
That's like $150 or less a person. But yeah, I mean, I'm not pocketing that anytime soon. But
$150 a person. That's actually
quick math.
That's not that bad at all.
That's not horrible, especially
for a baseball ticket. Yeah, 150. That's fine.
And you're in a pool, and it's You got to do it.
The next Catholic Life retreat
in the pool
at Chase Field,
as one does.
So yeah, but I think they're going over. I think this is a really good ball club. Eugenio Suarez going to continue to swing it. I don't know. You just got some guys in there that are gonna,
they got some sneaky guys in there.
Yeah,
they'll be good.
Corbin Burns is gonna have a good year. I think he had a sophomore slump.
I like their rotation. Mm-hmm. Corbin Carroll, sophomore slump. Not Corbin Burns. He's a little bit older.
No.
Oakland A's.
So their line's 71.5. Sacramento
A's.
is, we don't know.
Sacramento. So they won 69 last year in Oakland. Now they're moving to Sacramento. Their line's 71.5, which you just said. What do you think?
I don't want to go over on everybody, but I think they're going over here by quite a lot. I think like 3 or 4 games here. I think they made some great moves. I think they still got guys like Brent Rooker. They got guys like
he can hit the ball.
Oh, there's somebody else there.
Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers, one of the best catchers in baseball. I'm not kidding. He hit 30 bombs last year.
30 big ones. Good last name, Langoliers.
I'm trying to find that guy that I'm talking about, that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think they're going to go over as well. I think it'll be, honestly, like good for them to have a change of pace and be in Sacramento for a year.
Lawrence Butler.
Oh, yes.
This kid's going to be a dog.
Young stud.
If you take a look at the X-Stats, and I'm not an X-Stats guy by any means, this is a guy you're going to want on the team.
Yeah.
So pick him up in fantasy if he's not on your team already, which I might check to see if he's on.
I have Brent Rooker on my team, so I'm A'd out.
Yeah, I wanted Brent Rooker in our fantasy draft.
You can still have him. I'm willing to trade him.
Would you like?
I need a catcher.
Let's talk about this right now.
Or first baseman. Let's talk fantasy fantasy baseball.
Let's talk some trades here. First, let me just see if Lawrence Butler is available. I don't think so because he's not on the waiver wire.
But I think I also like them in the minor league stadium. I think being in like a different location for 1 year will also like sneaky bring a lot of fans because they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that 1 year the A's were in Sacramento. I went there. I saw them play. So I like them over 71.5, and I think they will have an okay season. I don't think they're going to be like way above 500, but like they can be under 500.
75 wins.
75 wins.
I think that's a perfect line for them. We can continue as I kind of look at your team.
Okay, yeah. Feel free to look at my team. It's 1-0, undefeated, never lost.
I think I'm 0-1. So that's tough.
Shout out Tokyo. Atlanta Braves 93.5. They won 89 last year, so I think they're 4 games better than last year. I can go first on this one. I think they're going to be under 93.5. I think they have potential. Like, honestly, if everything goes right for them, I could see them winning 100 games, but they would have to like click on all cylinders. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think they have a lot of injury concerns on their team.
Yep. And that's exactly what I'm going to go under as well. Chris Sale's made of glass, I think.
Chris Sale, they got like his unicorn season as of late. Like we know his injury passed. And then like,
there's too many what ifs, I think. And Acuna, you don't know how he's going to play coming back from another ACL injury, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, those ligaments, they only get weaker as they keep tearing. So,
tell me about it.
Yeah. So we both got under there. Baltimore Orioles, the line's 86.5. Last year they won 91.
The Orioles, yeah, I'm going to go over there. I think this is a better team than they were last year, so they're going to win a couple more games than they did last year.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that the books had them under.
Felix Bautista is back.
He's gross.
And
if you get to the 8th, 9th inning, you're probably not going to score.
Cano and Bautista back-to-back, that's just as good as a setup in closing roles are going to get.
Yeah.
What do you think? Maybe would you want Adolis Garcia for Brent Rooker?
Intriguing.
I could throw in.
Do you have?
I can throw in
I should
Tyler.
probably look at your team. That's what
I have some good pitchers as well.
Pitching.
I can give you Griffin Jacks as well.
Really.
Although,
Is Bryce Harper on the table at all?
no.
Week.
Unless you're willing to give. Not for Brent Rooker straight up.
Well, yeah. It would be a combo deal of sorts. But the Orioles are going to be over. They think they're going to be 4.5 wins
You
worse
do
than
need a
last year, and
pitcher.
I just don't see it.
Because 3 of your pitchers are on the IL.
I do have a lot of
you
injured
do have a lot of
pitchers, but I also have
pitchers,
a lot
in
of
general.
pitchers. I've been working the free agency, so I low-key am decent on pitchers.
Okay, how about this? Adolis and Bryce for Logan Gilbert and Brent Rooker.
Ooh. Now that's a trade I would consider. I do, okay. Let me read off my my pitching staff, or at least a few of the guys on my pitching staff. See if you can find the correlation. Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, Brian Wu, George Kirby. I have 4 Seattle Mariners starters. If you couldn't tell, I like their rotation a lot. Obviously, Logan Gilbert being kind of the stud amongst them, the ace, if you will. But if you propose that, I will mull over it and consider it and might accept it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna wait. What? I don't want to acquire Luis Castillo. Okay, never mind. Hold on. There was an error.
Whoa.
Logan Gilbert is the guy that I want.
Yeah.
You're the one that I want.
You're the one I want. You're the one I need. So yeah. O's over.
Let's keep going.
Boston Red Sox, your team.
Yeah.
86.5 is the line. They won 81 last year.
I think we're a better team than that. I'm gonna go over.
I agree. I think you guys have some young talent coming up. That's gonna help a lot. And also, I think the Yankees are going to go down from last year. Spoiler alert for whenever we get there. So there's going to be more games up for the grabs in that division. And I think the Red Sox can win those.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think we got a good roster. And then you got guys like Roman Anthony and Marcelo Meyer in the AAA system, which those are 2 of the best prospects in baseball.
Good for the program. And we'll go from your team to my team. The Cubs are also 86.5. They won 83 last year. Honestly, I think we had a pretty bad season last year. And we made some big moves, picking up Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, there's really not a hole in your lineup if you go down the lineup.
Down the lineup, yeah. I would say the only question marks, there's no holes, but question marks, if Miguel Amaya can pick up some slack hitting offensively at the catcher position. Our defense is very good. Probably
maybe the best in baseball.
Maybe the best, definitely one of the best.
I would argue the Red Sox also have close to the best defense in baseball now. Because you got Wilyer Brayer, Cedon Rafaela, and Jaron Duran in the outfield, which is as good as it gets, I feel like.
Yeah.
Bregman now at third as opposed to Rafi Devers.
Yeah.
Trevor Story at short. Christian Campbell at second. Or David Hamilton, who's been really working on that defense. And then you got Tristan Cassie, who's not the greatest defensive first baseman, but not the worst as well. So
yeah.
I don't know.
We got some good teams. We got some young teams. Yeah, I think PCA, if he can start hitting too, I mean, we know his defense is kind of off the charts. And then
I'm gonna go over.
I'm over too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Chicago White Sox.
Ooh, fun. 54.5 is their line.
Damn.
41 they won last year. So 14 games better than last year. Do they think they can do it? That's kind of a lot for a really bad team.
Yeah, but how difficult is it to win 55 games?
I don't think it's hard at all to win 55 games.
So that's the only reason I'm going over here, because I think the chances of them having the season that they did last year are slim to none.
Yeah, I remember one of my my old baseball coaches, they'd always be like, yeah, everybody wins 60, it loses 60. You know, it's what you do with the other 42 that matter. But they won 41, so they didn't get their 60, but I think they can get their 60 this year. So I'll take over. Cincinnati Reds.
Under.
79.5. 77 they won last year. I also think they're going to go under.
That offense is, besides Matt McClain and Ellie De La Cruz, is not good.
And Ellie De La Cruz strikes out a lot, and low-key, they have Hunter Green, but like their pitching's not that good either.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably be like mid-70s, but I don't think they get to 80.
No. Especially in their division.
Yeah.
Cleveland Guardians, they're not 10 games. So the line's 82.5. They're not 10 games worse than they were. So I'm going to go.
Yeah, they
over.
won 92 last year, and putting them at 82.5 feels crazy.
They lost, what, Josh Naylor?
Yeah, they lost the Naylor brother to Arizona, who we had over. But like it's a very similar team. They still got J-Ram. He's going to be hitting nukes. And the division's low-key, like, it's nothing crazy. Like, the Tigers aren't that good. The Twins are very okay. The Royals, I think, are going to be pretty good. And then you got the White Sox. So I think the Guardians will be over for sure.
Rockies.
Colorado Rockies.
Same thing. I don't think it's that difficult to not win 60, which is why I'm going to go over. But the Rockies are also terrible, so I wouldn't be surprised if they went under that.
Yeah, it's at 59.5. They won 61 last year. And like what? They didn't do anything at all. So
but maybe those young guys get a little bit better, and that's what gets them 2 or 3 more wins.
Maybe.
So.
I don't know. I kind of think they're just going to be like the worst team this year. I'll take them under, but I hope they win more. I have some cousins in Colorado. I hope they do well, but I have a feeling they're going to be under.
What a waste of a ballpark.
Yeah.
You have 5280 altitude, and you put that team on the field?
That was a good team.
Unacceptable.
That was a good team in like the early 2000s, and it's just kind of falling
Cargo.
apart.
Remember him?
Cargo.
Tulo.
Todd Helton. That's who I was thinking of. He hit nukes.
Tigers.
Detroit Tigers, 83.5. They won 86 last year.
They do have Javier Baez on their team. So
Javier Baez.
Then that's a hole to have on the team. Pitching, though, looks very good, so I'm going to go over.
Yeah, they got Skubal. He's obviously Cy Young. Very good at what he does. I don't know. I don't see a lot of like shining stars or like really anything to bring them. Like they had that hot stretch for a couple games last year, but that's kind of it. So I think they'll be kind of cold this year. I'm going to take the under. Houston, 86.5. They won 88 last year.
It's 80. Yeah. Under.
I also have under. Like they got rid of some big pieces, and they got Isaac Paredes to fill third base, but like they have Altuve in the outfield, and he.
I've seen some videos.
Look up some of those clips of Altuve in the outfield. It's a rough watch.
It's like watching Will Ferrell. Remember when he did that like 10 teams in spring training? That was awesome. Apparently he was like a good athlete back in the day.
I believe it.
Yeah,
he's tall.
We saw him move around a little bit in Elf. So he's got that split.
Agile for sure.
Shout out Quinn Cantelli with the split. Okay, Royals are going over 82.5.
They won 86 last year. I honestly think they're going to be better.
Yeah.
Bobby
Witt Jr. is going to be a finalist for MVP.
That dude is so good at baseball.
And
Fun to watch.
I think we're going to get a full year of Vinny Pasquatch. So, yeah.
Yeah, over. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
I'm going to go under here.
72.5. They won 63 last year.
I don't see how they're 10 games better.
Yeah. They did have, I think Ryan Johnson was his name. drafted last year. He's coming straight up to the majors with no minor league experience. So shout out him.
Best of luck.
But I don't think he's going to give them 10 more wins than last year.
No.
So I'm going to be under on that as well. Los Angeles Dodgers of Los Angeles. 105.5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a huge line. They won 98 last year.
Yeah, nobody won 100 last year.
They did get better than last year on paper.
They got 2 aces. And they got Tanner Scott.
They got Roki. Dude, they got
Kirby
everybody.
Yates. Did they get Kirby Yates too?
That team is disgusting.
Or did the Blue Jays get to Kirby Yates? I think the Dodgers got Kirby Yates.
They don't need any more pitching.
You can never have enough pitching, to be honest.
106 games is a lot to win. I'm going to take my 60-game philosophy that I've used on everyone except the Rockies and say under. Because I also think...
He is a Dodger.
I think they get into, like...
a stagnant phase.
Yeah, like late July, early August, and then they're like, all right, we already clinched the playoffs because we're the GOATs, and we're just going to kind of coast and heal up, rest up, and get ready for the playoffs because like they already won the thing last year. So like that's all they care about now.
You're going to want to do it again?
All that matters is playoffs. They don't care about the regular season anymore. So yeah, under?
Yeah.
Under. Miami Marlins.
I don't know. Under, I mean, there's not really much to say.
63.5. They won 62 last year. Just looking through their roster, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know anybody on that roster except for Matt Mervis because he was on the Cubs last year. But
and
like,
Sandy Alcantara.
Sandy, yeah. I mean, they got some young pitching and they got Sandy, but I think Sandy's gone by the end of the year too. I mean, he's going to be on a
trade
playoff
deadline
team
too. Yeah.
I think in a couple years, I think they'll be good. They got some young guys brewing, but like, I don't know. Speaking of brewing, Milwaukee Brewers 82.5.
Yes.
Also, we were under on the Marlins because they're bad. Milwaukee 82.5. They won 93 last year.
Yeah, it's one of those things again. I don't see other 10 games
wins
worse. So I'm gonna go over.
I'm gonna go over as well. I would love them to be under. I just don't think it's gonna happen. They always find a way to win games. It's kind of frustrating.
Another team that always seems to win games, the Minnesota Twins.
Twins 84.5. They won 82 last year. I think they're gonna be over.
Yeah.
I think this is a good line. I think it'll be
Although
close.
Nestor Cortez is one of their starting pitchers, so that's not great for them. But yeah, I'm gonna go over though.
I think isn't Nestor on the Brewers?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're talking about the Brewers.
are we? I thought we were talking about the Twins. We have over on the
Oh,
Brewers.
yeah, my bad.
We're on the Twins.
Whoa.
Twins 84.5. They won 82 last year. Twins. I have over.
Yeah, no, they're gonna win.
I think they'll
gonna
be.
win more than
I think
that,
they'll be
for
good.
100%.
Especially in that division.
Aha, the New York Mets.
New York. Oof.
I wanted the Yawkey way. Sure.
90.5 wins. They won 89 last year.
I know they added Soto, but I think they got worse after adding Soto.
You can't add Soto and get worse,
Yeah, that's a
though.
good point.
I think that division is really good. That makes me want to say under.
Yeah, with the Phillies in that division, yeah.
But I think they're gonna get better with Soto. I mean, that dude, Soto, Alonso, Lindor, like 3 in a row is gonna be really nice, and pitchers are gonna hate that. I think they can win 90 or 91.
Well, I mean, you also got to remember Pete Alonso was awful last year in the regular season.
And I think he'll be back to normal. At least I hope.
Yeah, maybe that, like, knowing that you're a free agent after the year kind of...
That seems to always do it for people. Like, their walk year, they just go ballistic.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yankees...
So you have under, I have over.
Yeah.
Yankees, 88.5. They won 94 last year. They lost Soto.
I mean, they gained. They got Devin Williams.
They also lost pitching. Garrett Cole's out for a while.
Luis Gil is out as well. Rookie of the
Gil
year
out for a while.
I'm gonna go under because of those two, and I don't think that Cody Bellinger will replace the production of Juan Soto.
Yes, I agree. I'm under on the Yankees. They'll probably be a playoff team again, but I don't think they're going to win 89, 90 games.
Philadelphia.
Philly. 90.5. They won 95 last year. This is one of the lines where it's like, I don't think they got 5 games worse. I think they're just as good, if not maybe a little bit better than last year, and I'm going to go over.
Yeah, they just, once again, one of those teams that just always ends up winning more than 90 games.
Yeah.
It's who they are. Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't know. I mean,
that team's not good, man.
The offense is really bad.
They don't have anybody to hit. They do have Paul Skeens, who's very good at pitching.
Jared Jones. They just lost Jared Jones.
They did lose Jared Jones. But, yeah, so they can really, like, Skeens can only win you 1 in every 5
I'm going to go under.
I'm under as well. Even though they won 76 last year, Skeens didn't play the whole year. The line's 75.5. Yeah, I'm under. I just don't think they can do it with just Skeens. They don't really have any big bats.
San Diego Padres, 85.5.
193 last year.
Yeah, I think they're better than that.
Yeah, I think they can get 90 again easily, and 85.5.
I mean, they did lose Profar, but
yeah, I mean he played well last year, but like that overall, it's not a
it's not a big loss. I
like
got plenty of guys in the outfield for that. Yeah.
San Fran.
Oh man, I don't know.
Cisco. Shout out Will Ferrell again.
They got Willy Adames.
They did get Willy Adames,
but that's about it.
They got that Robbie Ray.
Oh, they always seem to have a good pitching staff, and they always seem to be a team that like gets to that 80 win mark.
Yeah.
If they do, I don't think it's by a lot, but I don't think they do, so I'm gonna go under.
Yeah. I'm under as well. I don't see a lot of like. There's nothing popping out at me when I'm looking at the Giants. Like if they go over, I think it's like 81, 82, 83.
Yeah, exactly. And in that division as well, I mean, you got to play the Padres, the Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers.
And the Rockies. But overall, very, very tough competition. So I'm under.
Seattle Mariners.
Seattle.
You're a big fan of them, I guess. Before,
yes, as you have seen,
maybe 3.
My fantasy
if you
pitching
end up
rotation.
Accepting the trade. I don't know.
I like the rotation a lot.
I think it's hard to beat. I think the best team in that division. So I'm going to go. That's why I'm going to go over.
Over 85.5. They won 85 last year. I don't think they were doing anything spectacular last year. I think they are going to be better than last year.
Julio Rodriguez had a bad year.
He played very poorly last year. I think he finds his stride this year. It kind of carries them a little bit on offense. And they got, their pitching is just so good. They had, 3 of the like top 7 Cy Young candidates, I think, last year. So I think that helps a lot. One of the deepest rotations. Let's talk about St. Louis. The Cardinals.
Under. They didn't make any moves this offseason. They're going to be one of the worst teams in baseball.
Yeah, they're...
Yeah, I
75.5.
I feel so bad because I was like,
they won 83 last year.
Yeah, they literally might be 20 games worse, based off of the offseason that they had. The only team in baseball did not make a move. It's shocking. It's embarrassing if you're a front office to just like, what are you doing? You're just sitting up there like twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody that you can see that's like, oh, this person would make my team better.
They're just, I don't know. They must be just getting ready for a rebuild because, Arenado's got to go soon.
They tried. They tried to get him out of there.
He's got to go, man.
Nobody wants him. Yeah, I mean,
You got to rebuild.
He made the
somehow.
trip on the road to Hal Steinbrenner Stadium in spring training, and it's not often you see a superstar like that go on the road. So I think they were really trying to get it over the hump, but
Yeah.
I don't see why the Yankees would want him because you have Jazz Chisholm or anybody else to play third. But
Yep. Yeah. Under.
yeah, Rays, they always found a way to win 80 games.
Yeah. 80.5 is their line. I think if they miss, it's going to be like a game or two under. But I think they will win 80.5.
Yeah, I think they're fourth place in the AL East, but I think they're
It's a good division. I mean,
or
I
sorry,
could see that happening.
third or fourth. We'll see.
Yeah.
The Rangers, I don't know.
86.5. They won 78 last year. I just don't think they got that much better.
No, I don't think they got.
I know, like,
Yeah.
DeGrom's back in theory.
How
But
long is that gonna last?
you never know how long that's gonna last. And they got some young pitching coming up. So like I'd love to see them go over and just be like a really good young team, but and like I mean DeGrom just can't stay healthy. Sad under. I'm gonna take a sad under.
Blue Jays,
79.5.
that's a good line for them.
74 wins last year.
Vladdy in the last year of his contract before he ends up hitting balls over the Green Monster. I think he might go to the Red Sox. I'm just gonna put that
Prediction.
out there. That's
It's
my
out there.
prediction.
Clickbait.
But I'm gonna go under because
Yeah, I mean somebody's gonna get beat up on in that division, and I think it's gonna be the Blue Jays. So
yeah,
I'm also under on that.
they might come in last.
Probably.
Okay. Last and last,
Washington.
last and certainly not least, the Washington Nationals. The line is 70.5. I think they're way better than that. I think they're going to win 76 games.
They won 71 last year, and like their team's just so young that I think they don't have a choice but to go up. So I agree. Over.
And that will do it, at least for this section of the video or of the podcast. Just real quick, going over division winners. I have the Orioles, and then in the Central, I have the Royals. In the AL West, I have the Mariners. In the NL East, I have the Phillies. In the Central, I have the... I'm going to go with the Cubs. I think I got you guys there. And then, obviously, I don't see a world in where the Dodgers don't win the NL West.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I think you just stole my list, but that's cool. But yeah, I think those are also my favorites to win. But the overall favorites, if you were wondering, are Yankees, Twins, Astros, Braves, Cubs, and Dodgers. So we'll see how the season shapes out, but I'm excited. Baseball's back. It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Strap in.
And with that, I think we're going to hit the showers
Hit the showers, as they say.
in
And
baseball.
we're going to get out of here.
Yep. Get some food.
Hit the clubhouse.
Hit the clubhouse, yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. I think that's what the kids say these days.
Happy opening day. Smash that like button.
Yes, sir.